Hey everybody, what's growing on? I'm Brian Taylor, and today we're going to be talking about the Barbados cherry. Barbados cherry has several names. Barbados cherry, I think, is the common one we're using here in Arizona. It's also called the acerola cherry. It's called the Indian cherry, because the West Indies cherry because of its location. Some people have even called it the Jamaican cherry, which kind of confuses it with another popular cherry that we grow here in the valley. So I'll tell you a little bit about this tree. It's actually not really a tree, it's more of a bush. They can get up to 20 feet tall in their tropical environment. Most people will maintain them at a nice 6 to 8 feet level. As you can see standing up, this one's slightly taller than me if I put it up here, so it's about 6 foot tall. So a little history on my tree. This tree was a 1-gallon tree purchased from Alex over at Tropic of Mango about 3 years ago. So it's grown to a decent sized little shrub here in 3 years. This is the first year we've got fruit on the tree, which we're really excited about. The tree has got probably a dozen or so fruit on it. It's got probably 3 to 4 times that many flowers just surrounding it right now. So hopefully we'll have a nice long crop all summer. Growing this tree, just my experience with this tree doesn't require any real care. We didn't give this tree any special soil. We didn't give this tree any extra love. All we did was basically, it was one of our first trees in this yard. We just kind of put it in the ground. We put just a tiny bit of compost mixed in with it when we planted it, and we've just been watering it. This tree in Arizona can take the full sun. We've seen no signs of this tree taking a hit during the summertime. They actually seem to just thrive in the summer. In the wintertime, we haven't had any problems. You do notice the growth starts. It's been reported in Arizona that if you get below 28 degrees, the tree can die and really struggle, but we haven't had that much of an issue. We do have ours planted next to a wall, which is usually a big no-no when planting a tree. But this tree can take the heat, so we figured maybe the wall will help it stay a little bit warmer in the wintertime too. At one point, this was our tropical cherry section. We had a Jamaican cherry or strawberry tree. We had a cherry of Rio Grande, but both of those succumbed to the cold weather. We also currently still have a Sumerian cherry growing down here. We planted it at the same time, from about the same size, but it is not doing as well. It's growing and it looks good, but it's slower, but it does take a little more of a winter hit. So the Barbados cherry is the king of the tropical cherries. So it's not a true cherry, like the cherries that we see up in northern the United States, but it is definitely a tropical cherry. They are found throughout most of Central America, the Caribbean islands, parts of Mexico. In about 1880, they were introduced to the United States. They came in through Florida. They became a very popular crop there, and they really became popular in the early 1900s when the University of Puerto Rico discovered that they were actually extremely high in vitamin C content. So an orange has 0.05% vitamin C per orange. One of these small Barbados cherries has 4.5% vitamin C. It's also extremely high in potassium and magnesium. So it is a superfood as far as fruit goes. The fruit itself, let's come in, is a really red, are we focused there? It's a really red fruit. You want to wait until it's a burgundy color. So this is actually probably one of the closest ones we have ready. We're going to try it today. So I'm going to pick this guy. All right, so we remove the cherry, and we're going to take this cherry in and eat it here in a second. Before we do that, I want to talk to you guys about why this is such a great tree for Arizona. So this tree, or shrub, or bush, whatever you want to call it, does really well here. Beginner gardeners can get it. It gives you a crop during all the warm months of the year. So once it starts heating up, I mean, it's May 7th today and we're already getting our first cherries off this tree. it'll produce through the entire summer, which is an excellent producer. So if you want a nice snack tree for your yard, I recommend you grow one. It'd be a good gift for anyone who is willing to get it. I know a lot of the tropical nurseries throughout the valley, you can pick these up. So highly recommend that you look into getting a Barbados or Acerola cherry and add it to your collection. The fruit itself, you need to make sure that when you pick it, it's a nice burgundy color. You can see this one I picked a little early. This is actually our very first fruit, so we're kind of excited to try it out. So like most people, we're a little impatient, and we're gonna try it a little bit early. It'll probably tell us that we need to wait a little bit longer. The flavor has been described as not as much like a cherry. Actually has more of an apple flavor. But I'll let the taste test be the verdict of that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. We love making them, so please like and subscribe, and we'll be giving you more good content. Thanks.